Today, we're talking about the story behind the Shay vs. Trade Me Project TikTok drama, and how a popular influencer, known for trading up items, gave away a free house, which led to the winner of this house posting a video claiming to have been banned from the property, only for the original woman who gifted her the house to respond with her own video setting the record straight. But I pulled together this entire messy situation. So by the end, you can decide who's in the right and who's in the wrong. If it's your first time here, hi, I'm Austin. I make videos staying caught up with the latest internet drama and news, so if that sounds like your thing, feel free to stick around. Today's story was sent to me by my friend Jade and my editor Connor. If you ever come across a story you think I should cover, feel free to DM me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. Thank you for the support on the last two videos. It's been a great month so far, and it looks like 100k subs is right around the corner. I really appreciate everyone that's enjoyed the content so far, and even if you don't decide to subscribe, thank you so much for watching. Now, let's get into it. This is Demi Skipper, or Trade Me Project on TikTok, and she's known for trading a bobby pin for a house in only a year and a half. How did this work exactly? Well,
So what that means is that I make one-for-one trades until I can get myself a house. So I can't buy anything, I can't use any money, and I can't trade anyone I know. I started with a bobby pin. From that bobby pin, I traded for a pair of earrings. Those earrings then went for margarita glasses. It was a set of 4. And then after that, a vacuum, then a snowboard. That snowboard then went for an Apple TV. The Apple TV for a pair of Bose headphones, which I thought was awesome. Then an Xbox, a very old MacBook, a Canon camera with a bunch of lenses, which was pretty cool. Then 3 sets of sneakers. So I was in the sneaker trade for a very long time. Finally got out of the sneakers to get an iPhone, then traded that for a red minivan, which later broke down. So I had to trade down really for the first time. From there, I went to an electric skateboard, then a nicer MacBook Pro. It was a 2011, so that felt like a pretty good trade. Took that MacBook and traded it to a business owner who had this electric bike food cart, then traded that to a guy who wanted to start a business on the beach with that cart and gave me his Mini Cooper. From the Mini Cooper, traded it to a mom with a diamond necklace, which actually ended up not being as valuable as I thought. So again, another trade down. Then the Peloton, and then from the Peloton, a Mustang, a Jeep, a tiny cabin on wheels, a Honda CRV, then the Honda went for 3 tractors, and then the 3 tractors went for the Chipotle celebrity card.
I really don't know why somebody's giving up a free Chipotle card for 3 tractors. But Demi also ended up trading it away, which caused a lot of backlash from her fans. The Guardian writes, when Skipper revealed one of her last trades, a Chipotle celebrity card, to her almost 5 million TikTok followers, she was met with an unexpected backlash of criticism. The card gives the owner unlimited free food from Chipotle for a year, plus a catered dinner for 50 people, and is worth about $20,000. Many said she had made the worst decision of her journey yet, and that she would never find someone who would trade it for an item of the same value. Determined to prove them wrong, Skipper planned out her strategy to find her next trade. She began looking at celebrities who were big fans of the fast food chain. If a celebrity was so much as pictured eating Chipotle, they were probably on Skipper's radar. A couple of NFL players were close to trading, but they fell through. After months of searching, she got an email from Chipotle's biggest fan, a woman called Alyssa, who runs a flower company in Canada. Alyssa agreed to trade an off-the-grid trailer with a Tesla Powerwall and solar panels worth $40,000 for the card. However, after locating this Chipotle fan, Demi found out the trade would be more complicated than initially planned. Because even after overcoming the first obstacle of crossing the US-Canada border during COVID, she found out that the wheels on the trailer were illegal in the US and couldn't be replaced. On top of this, the company that makes the trailers hadn't been paying the US Department of Transportation. So, for whatever reason, the trailer was held up in Canada until they did. Long story short, a woman from Tennessee messages Demi about the trailer, then explains that she's a house flipper and is willing to trade one of her houses for the trailer. Demi says yes and gets the keys to the house, and is now the proud owner of this beautiful 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. From here, Demi told The Guardian that she and her husband are leaving their rental home in San Francisco and moving to Tennessee to renovate and live in their house. Did she actually move? Well, we'll find out in just a second. This happened back in 2021. Jump forward 3 years, and she's coming out with a book soon about her journey. But this is all just context. Now, let's talk about the actual drama, which started on January 18th, 2022, when Demi posted this video saying that she'd be trading the house that she just got. Following this, 2 months pass, and Demi shares this video announcing the winner of the giveaway.
This is part 2 of who I gave the Trade Me Project house to. Here's her story.
I am honestly lost at words. I don't know what to say. I don't know where to begin. It warms my heart knowing that there are people like you who are so kind and giving. The fact that you took the time to read probably millions of submissions and hear all of our stories out, it really warms my heart. One of the hardest things to do is to ask for help. Whenever I sent you that email, I didn't expect an outcome. I didn't expect a response.
Shay continues by explaining her extremely unfortunate background. And quick content warning for this story, it involves loss of life due to drug abuse. So if that's a sensitive topic for you, please take precautions. Shay begins by saying she's 18 and living with a friend, explaining that the situation came about because she lost both her parents while growing up. At 2 years old, she lost her mom to a car accident. Then, while growing up with her dad, he became depressed and was also diagnosed with bladder cancer. In 2016, losing his battle to depression and overdosing. Shay says that after this, her and her sister moved to Pennsylvania to live with their grandparents. 1 year after this, their grandpa died. Then, in December of 2019, their grandma had to be taken to the hospital to be cared for indefinitely. Shay remained living in the house with their uncle who moved in a year prior. However, he wasn't great, letting drugs and alcohol consume his life. Shay explains,
He was not very nice to me, so I didn't really have a present, adult. It was all on my own, basically. I could not take it. I made police reports, I made children youth calls, and nobody would hear me out as much as I cried for help. They just saw me as a teenager being dramatic and trying to seek for attention, unfortunately.
Soon after this, her grandma was released from the hospital, which gave her some hope. But she says things only got worse. So she decided to move out in October of 2021.
I broke my ground. I moved out. I couldn't stand it anymore. So that's where I'm at now. I switched to online classes so that I could work more hours because of my job. The hours are different, the same as school. So for me to work hours, that's what I had to do so that I can get enough money to get my own place so I didn't overstay my welcome. I lost my senior year because of this. I lost so much. It just put me into a different mindset. My hopes were to be able to move to a different area, and whenever I saw the Trade Me project, you were giving it away. I thought that would be perfect for me. It's out of state. It's in a new environment, and I thought it'd be great. So yeah, will you make this trade? And if you don't, then I completely understand, because I know that whoever you choose, it's gonna be the person who deserves it the most. But thank you for listening.
Overall, one of the saddest videos I've ever seen. And clearly, Shay's background should be heavily considered when listening to the remainder of the story, which continued 4 months later on July 20th, 2022, when Demi shared this video where she gives the Trade Me Project house over to Shay.
Remember when I said this on the Ellen Show?
Tell everybody what you want to do with this house.
I'm actually gonna trade the house for a bobby pin. And today, Shay is finally seeing her new house for the first time.
Wow, this is so beautiful, isn't it? Wow. Wow, those puppers are gonna love that. I was so nervous this whole time. Oh my gosh.
Are you overwhelmed?
I'm very overwhelmed. It's unbelievable, actually.
I couldn't be there when Shay arrived, so we chatted on the phone.
We're in the house. Oh my gosh, wow. This is amazing. Oh my gosh.
To help Shay fill the house with everything she needs, I've left an Amazon wishlist in my bio. Thank you to everyone who made this journey possible.
From this point, things seem to be going well, with nothing notable being posted over the next 2 years, until the beginning of April 2024, when Shay posted this TikTok, exposing Demi for allegedly taking the house back, when I literally won a house from a TikToker, but then was later banned from the property. A few hours later, adding a series of comments to back up her claim. Y'all, I moved in, thought, discovered black mold, was told it was an expensive fix, and I immediately left because I didn't want to risk my health / my animal's health. The house was messy when I left because I was in a rush. I didn't want to talk to the person about the issue because it was my responsibility at that point, and they already did enough for me. I kept giving excuses to why I wasn't moved in because I didn't want to sound ungrateful and thought I could handle it. I wasn't able to handle it, so I never moved back in. And she just banned me from the property because of the mess. She withheld all my packages addressed to me, which is literally mail tampering, and she wouldn't even allow me to grab my belongings, which is why I made a video because I'm upset, because I had sentimental items that could not be replaced as they were my dead parents. Also, y'all, there's a rumor that I didn't pay taxes on the house, which is not the case because she never transferred the deed like she promised to me, so I didn't legally own it. I hope y'all understand my side. This video led to hundreds of people flooding the Trade Me Project comments with concerns over Shay's claims. And a couple days later, Demi had to post this TikTok, which is captioned, "Setting the record straight."
Hi guys, in the last 24 hours you might have seen this video. In order to protect Shay, I had decided not to post anything about this entire situation, but now it's time to come with the receipts. It's gonna be a long one, so here we go.
She starts by saying that Shay and her boyfriend moved in with their 2 cats on January 25th, 2022. Along with this, the Amazon wish list went up, and many people started sending packages to them. However, months go by, and on July 31st, 2022, Demi gets this Facebook message from one of Shay's next door neighbors. "I know you don't know me. I live across the street on Daniel Street. Reason for the message: a lot of packages is outside the house getting wet." Demi messaged Shay about this the same day, asking, "When do you get back to Clarksville? Someone just Facebooked me and said there are so many packages outside, haha." The next day, Shay replied, "Oh my gosh, I'm not sure how I missed this text. Well, I'm trying to get back to Clarksville right now actually, haha, but I can't find a flight," with Demi indicating that she'll have someone hold on to the packages until Shay gets back, mentioning that she found someone named Natasha through Instagram that's willing to help. A little over a week goes by. Then on August 9th, Demi messages Shay again, saying, "Okay, are you back now? I will have the lady drop them off. Also, could you take some good pictures of the rugs in the house? The rug company wants to use some." Later saying, "Hi, will you be home today if the lady drops off the packages?" And Shay replied, "Ugh, sorry for the late reply. So I won't be home till late tonight, but I might be good for her to drop them off tomorrow. Also, I will send pictures of rugs tonight as soon as I get home. If I can't get any good ones, I bet in the morning when it's light outside, they will look nice." However, Shay never mentioned making it back home. So, a few days later, on August 12th, Demi says, Hi, you home if this lady drops off the packages?" And Shay responds, Hi, sorry I didn't answer, I only have Wi-Fi sometimes. But tomorrow should be good, just let me know what time." The next day, Demi says, Hey, no worries. Are you home now?" And still, no response. On August 27th, Demi reaches out to Shay again, saying, "Hi, wanted to check in on you." And Shay says, Hi, everything is okay. I guess moving to another state is not as easy as I thought it was. I'm honestly trying to manage it. I'm super excited to finally get down there and settle down." Demi replies, "Oh, I totally understand. It's a lot. How are things in PA?" She says, "It's scary, haha. Things are I cannot wait to get out of here. I wish I could just take off in a plane, but I can't with Tank." Following this, still no word of Shay returning to Tennessee. And 2 weeks after this, on September 13th and 17th, Demi connects with her again, asking, "How are you?" with Shay saying, "Good, how are you?" On the 17th, Demi says, "Great, so what do you think you're going to do about the house? We've got a lady holding all the packages, but she needs to put them somewhere. I'm just wondering if you think you'll ever go back there," with Shay just liking the messages. Then Demi explains,
On September 27th, it had been almost 2 months of storing Shay's packages with no sense that she would return, so we decided, Natasha and I, to donate all of the packages to Goodwill.
2 more weeks of silence go by, and at this point, Shay hadn't been to the house in over 4 months. Then, on October 7th, Demi has to send Shay another message. "So, I'm wondering you think you'll ever move into the house. I've been managing the lawn, mail, etc. But I've been thinking that if in the next few months you don't see that you'll use it, I might try to let someone else move in who really will love it. Let me know what you think, but I'd really love to change someone's life that would love it and live there. 2 days later, Shay responds, I mean, I definitely plan on moving. I know this is all a confusion mess. I'm really trying. I really am. So you know, I booked a flight, and then I don't even know what happened. I just chickened out and canceled it last minute because I was scared and tried to prolong it a little more. I'm trying to get my license. Honestly, that's why I fear moving. I didn't take it into consideration that I still have to rely on buses or taking Ubers every single day. Later, talking about her dog, saying, he loves it there and so do I. So I know it may not seem like it, but you truly did not only change one girl's life, but you also changed a dog's life. And one day I want to do the same for another person by passing down the house to someone who really needs it. So yeah, I'm truly sorry for avoiding this question because I am just so scared and currently creating a plan. And I really hope what all I said makes sense to you and that you understand. Demi says, oh my gosh, I totally get it. Well, that sounds reasonable. Either way, I'm so proud of you and know you'll figure it all out. In the meantime, I don't mind just managing anything that comes up. I have the lawn cut for the next year, etc., so don't worry. I just want to make sure you're okay, and if you need anything at all. 3 months go by. Then on January 12th, 2023, Demi says that she messaged Shay about needing to transfer the house into her name, to which Shay responded saying she still isn't able to return. Demi replies, oh, don't apologize. I just want to make sure this house doesn't stay abandoned. Just worried if it's not being taken care of. Also, congrats on the driver's license. I'd love for you to have it, but if in your heart you don't think you can live there, we can pick someone else. Shay says, oh no, I'm sorry. It's all just poor communication on my part. I'm at work right now, so I can definitely text you when I get off. Later adding, hey, so I just got off and I would really like to think. Do you mind if I get back to you tomorrow? After this, Demi explains,
We talked February, March, April, May, all the way through August. She continued to say that she was moving back in. We were giving her time, but she never moved back in.
Then she gets into where things took a turn for the worst.
So August 13th, 2023, I actually went down to Clarksville to see what was happening with this house. She hadn't been there in 14 months, and this is where things get insane. We got to the house, and the house was completely ruined. Everything inside, but essentially there was pee on the ground. All of the garbage that had been used in the month that she was there was jammed into closets, so you can imagine what it looks like after 14 months. I've never seen anything like this. I cried in the front yard of the house. Just can't imagine that somebody would do this. And after 14 months of me talking with her this entire time and her saying she was moving back, we're just waiting, we just needed more time. And I honestly believed that.
I'm gonna take the truck. We might have some in the truck.
I'm like actually so sad for her, but like so sad for the house and the journey, and like it's just like don't know who to be sadder for. This is so fucking stupid.
The same day this happened, Demi messaged Shay about what she discovered. Hi, I stopped by the house today and was really shocked by the condition. I'm not sure if you're going to reply, but I'm pretty devastated. If I don't hear from you, I'm going to assume that due to the property damage, health, safety violations in the house, you understand you'll no longer have access to the property or anything in it, and the house will remain in my name as my property. Adding, I just don't know how you left it like this after all this. Shay responds, that's understandable. I appreciate everything you did. Demi says Shay apologized, and she provides a screenshot of some of it, with Shay saying, I am 19 and lost and confused about being an adult, and I don't know what I am doing about anything right now, and I didn't know what to do. I'm sorry about everything. Demi responds, thanks for the reply. I'm just sad this is the state you left it in. I'm very upset and disappointed in myself as well. The video continues with Demi explaining that she spent the next 24 hours cleaning out all the trash and maggots and everything else that was left until the house was back in its semi-original state. Going on to say,
So after I got home, I thought about posting the video and the content of the house being destroyed, but I decided it wasn't worth it from a human perspective for me to get views and show this damage when clearly this is a person that has a lot going on in their life. I felt if I posted it that people would attack her. And in some ways I still wanted to try to protect her. Like, it's really sad now that it's come to this, but I figured I owed you guys every receipt, every screenshot, all the things that have happened in the last year and a half with this house, just so you can understand. That's it. And I'll talk to you guys soon.
Following this video, we haven't heard any sort of statement or apology from Shay for attempting to slander the person that gave her the free house. But we did see the opposite. When following Demi's video, Shay set all of her accounts to private. However, I don't think a struggling teenager should be forced to give a public apology. I'm sure she already understands how badly she messed up. But with that, we're caught up on everything surrounding the Shay vs. Trade Me Project TikTok drama, and how the popular item trading creator gave away a free house, which led to the winner of this house condemning her on TikTok, only for Trade Me Project to post a video setting the record straight. But now that you know pretty much everything about this situation, I need to know, what do you think about everything? Please let me know that and anything I missed down in the comments. If you want to stay caught up with even more internet drama and news, subscribe to either channel to catch the next story, which may be about this disaster situation that's going on with the channel Watcher right now, but we'll see. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.